Oh, I'm back and on a roll again tonight. Sorry, this is just not gonna work for me. We're gonna go. There we go. Much better. Now I can look at you where I'm looking at myself. It's just better. So this is the Bryn Froster highlight reel pre-flood technology. I don't think it's pre-flood. I think this is all post-flood. I think this is actually on top of Nephilim. Like with what I've been watching in Mud Fossils and looking at this, like we'll go through this. I'm not really going to play too much of it. Like if I'm gonna play any of it, I haven't really got into it quite yet. But I'm gonna do it with the volume
Ancient.
because I think he did a pretty good job. I don't want to like steal his work. Like checking out this like some of this technology, and I've been looking at Giants Lane, whatever. That's I'm gonna get into some of these blocks, and we've all seen these blocks. If you've been in the conspiracy trail, these guys have been talking about these blocks in Peru, whatever. Um, Kind of the theory now is like, oh, these might be these marks here and stuff. Here, where's my handy dandy pointer? My apologies. Like some of this is bullshit. Like they're trying to explain away how. Now I think this is more like, if you look at it, it's almost like reminds me of skin cells or something like that. Like the blockiness, the squareness, and stuff like that. It just kind of had that feel about it, or even scales, something like that. And I was looking at this, and I think it's just like we're gonna go inside the tunnel here soon, or the 7 minute mark is where we get good. Like some of these, I think are just cut, and then you kind of look at some of these items where it's there's definitely some structure, and if you're studying mud fossils, is something that we definitely, yeah, that might actually be telling something. That might be telling a story. That might be telling a story. But here, let me. Come on, that was bullshit. My apologies. I cuss a lot, and I think that was. Now, if you look at this, wasn't back far enough. My apologies. Oh, right here, where you see this area, this ridge, like what we were looking at for. So there might be something going on, about like a fallen. Here we go. This is just before this. He's inside the like I think it's just after this. He's inside and he's coming out. Now this reminds me because we're looking at the blood vessels. They make kind of a hex shape. Like watch when he leaves this tunnel right here. Yeah, look both ways. And like he's talking about how the tunnels go different ways and everything like that. It reminds me of blood vessels. But see the arch and how it's triangled. They were talking about how it's hexagonal, almost. Blood vessels are like that, and how the tunnels just went off in all different directions. And there was something to be said about that to me. It kind of resonated with what I've just been studying, what I've been, like, it just totally reminded me of him being inside vessels. Like, this isn't pre-flood. Like, oh, this isn't pre-flood technology. That's the dupe. That's the rope-a-dope. They fucking changed you. All this shit down here, that's not pre-flood technology. This is post. This is all stuff they ripped apart these Nephilim, and they used them for building blocks. They built right on top of them. They come in here and they find these square blocks underground. I'm like, oh, shoot, this must be ancient technology. They get down there and these, ancient technologies. They had sewer systems. It's vessels. It's blood vessels. You're going to hear the story time and time again. Oh, there was already sewers here. Well, but you kind of look at these blocks. He says that this stuff right here was the early stuff, and this was the I don't know. This almost looks like the repairs. Like what he's saying, is opposite of what I'm seeing. I think this is the old stuff, not the repairs, not the Incan stuff. Like all this, see how this matches this, but yet this feels more like repairs right here. But this seems like original. This is everything. Like this reminds me of how cells, like almost like if you look at it like this, like it's almost like skin layers, almost like this, like fatty layers. Like it might have been how it was a little drier than a lot of these ones that were just stone. It might have been more like clay bricks, but I think they're reversed. I think they're lying to us about those other blocks. Those look, yeah, we couldn't do this if we, yeah, bullshit. Don't give me that bullshit. It looks like concrete and form and a stamp. It's just so good. It's the older one. See, this is. He says this is the newer stuff right here. This is more eroded. it doesn't make sense to me if it's the same similar shit. Like all this is all looks the same. It looks the same. Like the replacements even, like stuff that looks older. Like there's something that's not really. Let's see, where are we at in this? Oh, we're almost coming up to it. Like the shape of this, I think a lot of this was cut and carved. Like we did a lot of work. We could do that. Like we could do that then. We could do that now. I mean, look at the hole. Like we could do that. They make it seem like such a big feat. They got the keyholes for melding and whatever. Like he does a pretty good job at looking at all this stuff and all this. Like he talks about the precision. We've all seen this. If you're at this point where you're watching my video now, here, this is the moment. I'm gonna the smoking gun, if you will. You know, the guy that does the mud fossils. And you see that? See this red? This made me almost like this made me make this video like right here from here on. Like watching this video, this is all new territory for me too. Probably just gonna watch it on mute because he's only saying what he thinks, what he theorized with someone else. But look at this red. This caught my attention. If this we'll see it and we'll know. Now he says something here, and I'm gonna go ahead and turn it on. I just don't want to hit a copyright thing, but this is really good information. I'm using this for like informational purposes only. But we're gonna go ahead and go with him into here.
It's here that we find things like this.
Like look at this.
This is of the Hanan Pacha culture. This is much older.
Like you see this, how this is. You can almost see what everything is. Like this is blood, this is blood, this is two different types of blood, oxygenated and non-oxygenated. And he's gonna say something here that's gonna that caught my attention, and I hope you guys can hear it. I'll probably turn it up too loud if it's. I'm still getting used to what volume I should put these things at. But I apologize if I blow you out. But I'm going to make you guys hear this if you're watching this.
Than the Inca, and no one can explain who made these.
We're doing this right now.
And what technology was required to carve these perfect things.
What if it was easier? What if it was pulled right out?
This is incredibly precision workmanship in stone. Now, it's hard to tell if it was done with hand tools or something of this fineness and complexity.
That hole. We're coming back to
required machine tools to do, but it is an aesthetic, absolute work of art. It doesn't matter what culture, what country, what hemisphere you go to. As far as I know, few can compare to something of this beauty. And it sat here and was in use for hundreds, if not thousands of years, until some idiot.
With what I've been studying about mud fossils, I don't think this is unnatural. I don't think this is a drill. This might be a vein. Or something else, or something of that nature. Like,
probably thought there was gold inside of it and blew the top off. And aside from that, that structure or outcrop is not alone, because there's also this.
I haven't seen this part yet.
Hewn from the living rock.
From the living rock?
Is exceptional.
Seriously? Seriously?
From the living rock.
From the living rock?
Is exceptional.
From the living rock. No shit. I can't make this shit up. I started doing this, and this stuff's getting thrown in my lap to make videos out of this. This is just perfect. I love this. This is awesome. I have to go with this. Like, I apologize for using.
And the tightness of the construction.
This is the enigma, he says. They're talking about. Look at this. Like, I'm just kind of just gonna run with this right now. like this precision. Stop thinking about tools and putting things together. Think about stuff and how they. This kind of feels like, honestly, this kind of feels like a rope-a-dope. I can't even slip a credit card. You know what this is? You guys know what this fucking is? They think we're so stupid. They think we're so stupid. You know what this is? Concrete form with a freaking. They just. It's just a form. It's a concrete. Can't slip a credit card in there. He's showing us that this was made. This is new age technology. This is just they put a form up there and it looks like this. Like they wanted to make it look old and bricky, but it has almost a like if you look at it, look for that. Try to look for that square down there. See if there's like a repeating pattern, because it almost feels either that or think about how skin and stuff or something of that nature may fit together. I am seriously looking at all these and I kind of wonder if they're just concrete forms. We're getting tricked. Just like they were just concrete forms. Oh, look at this. Look how it's chiseled out. It's concrete. This is all poured concrete. I might be debunking something else that's a little different than like Nephilim and the rocks, but I think this is all poured concrete. And just molds. It's the material they use is what boggles this guy. What's boggling technology? Like just looking at it, that's what all I can think of is it's concrete. Interesting. Like I'm just gonna like this. Oh, well, we almost got there. Right here, I will. So what they're talking about is like if we're looking for giant evidence, like that's what I'm looking for. Like if these structures were made from giants, I'm just gonna run with this and kind of have this idea that, or maybe this is a star fort. Like you see the points, maybe from the sky it might be look like a star fort coming out. And maybe it is, and everybody knows it's a star fort. And let's see. Looking at those, that posing. Such a goofy documentary type pose. But if you look at some of these, like that one right there kind of caught my attention, that block. That one right there, those cracks, look at those. Like there's little subtleties that catch my eye. But looking at these textures, I think this is concrete. Like just concrete that, well, you can do a lot of stuff with water. People try to make this sound so magical how this stuff was built. I think it's just concrete. This could be an overpass, like stuff, concrete. And we think, oh, look at it, it looks so pretty. Yeah, they're building shit that looks just like this in Vegas. Looks just like that. Less erosion. Just like that. Freaking overpass. That's all it is. But here, this is some of the stuff I want to look at. Like we're looking for giant evidence. Like, I mean, a little bit of face, but look at all this red. Maybe we got kind of a face action, something going on over here. Like this is, it kind of looks like eyes almost too, but I mean the red and stuff in the black kind of reminds me of blood. Like maybe the rock they were using, something special about it, or if I remember right, something about magnetic properties. Maybe it was like brain tissue, Nephilim brain tissue that made this concrete. And that's what's kind of fucking with them a little bit. But hey, you know what? This is so exciting, but it was just a pedestrian walkway over the cattle ranch. That's all it was. Like, that's just poured concrete. You guys got duped! This is an ancient artifact. Now it's poured concrete. This is all bullshit. That's such bullshit. Like, this is more interesting. That looks more like back up a little bit and look at this. This is more like what I was looking for. Like, looking for evidence of we're looking for strange stuff in the rocks. If all the giants turn to stone, and this is the biggest pile of them that we just settled on, and the water hasn't receded yet, I think this world's way bigger than we give it credit for. And the water hasn't drained yet. It doesn't take much water to drain before the oceans get revealed. And I don't know if it's gonna get drained, but look at this, like all those white dots, like they kind of remind me of I just want to swipe it over there, and I'm not gonna go back. Like it just reminds me of like, oh, okay, or like all this kind of reminds me of more human material, like organic, not inorganic. Like everything's a fossil. That's what it feels like now. Like we're really building on dead bodies. Look at all this. This is brain tissue. Holy shit! It totally is, isn't it? Like this is the head. This is a skull. Yeah, no, I made it as a joke. Like maybe this is just concrete poured out of brain tissue. And looking at those rocks, I mean, tell me what you guys think. This is Peru. Giant artery. Doesn't it kind of have that feel, that circular? Maybe that was up there as like this is the giant part. This is the stuff I really wanted to see. Like in here. Thank you so much for this footage. Like in here, that green kind of catches me too. But oh, there's green stuff up. There's green lighting and stuff. Okay. Because I'm like, I mean, there's a lot of information to soak up. Like that kind of design. We kind of look at this more of a blood vessel type feel, or neurons maybe. Maybe there's a lot of crystals in here too that we might be looking for. Like the white, looking for the white lines. Look at that. That reminds me of brain tissue right over there. All this concrete was probably just made out of brain tissue. Smart concrete. Maybe that's why it conducts electricity so well. Oops. Like, look at that. That's totally like neuron, isn't it? Like that's nerve. All that crystalline looking stuff. That's got to be nerve. All the way across and down. All this crystal in here. It's all nerves. That's a skull. That's the inside of a skull. That's all that is. It's all brain. It's all brain tissue here. Like I don't know. I'm all right with being called crazy. But looking at my eyes, I'm investigating this just like everybody else. Like look at the indentations, the dimples, the mushy almost feel of it. Like when it was liquid. This stuff was almost has a sponge. Oh, look at that. That is beautiful. What are we looking at here, boys and girls? We found the smoking gun, maybe. One of many. Oh, and that texture, that cobblestone like look, that's like, and even how where the steps are, like that texture is something special. I don't even care what he's saying. I know he's trying to throw, like, not purposefully maybe, but this is all rock that might be skin. It reminds me of like clay type stone. Like maybe they use that. That's all blood. All this black stuff here is blood. We've done pretty good about identifying that. And oh, look at all the stars. Like in the white, and might be white blood cells too. Like this is all, or it might be something else growing on there, but this is all blood. All this here is blood. Oh, like this is really built on top. This is the skull. The top of that's the skull. Like, seriously. I think we might be going map bound here. Does it even say? They're saying pre-flood technology. There's no pre-flood technology. I'm sorry. Pre-flood technology's done. It was done before the flood. The flood's not drained yet. We're still in the times of, basically we're in wet times still. Yeah, that's all. This is all more organic feeling, like skin. That's skin. It just weathered weird. Or fat. Could be a lot of the fat cells. That actually makes more sense. Bubbly and like, seriously, I didn't think I was gonna be like a mud fossil hunter. This is actually kind of fun. I don't smoke enough weed to do this though. Like, seriously, I'd have to have a guy. It's just the inside of a head. That's all brain. Look at it. Look at all the blood. Blood vessels, blood vessel, blood vessel, blood vessel. This is all blood vessels intermingled, or capillaries and stuff, feeding brain. I bet you if we look close enough, it kind of creeps me out a little bit. What that is, what that was made out of. They're talking about they're making auditoriums out of just the ribs, the rib cage, turned into perfect auditoriums. I guess the bones help resonate the sound. I don't know. I'm just making this shit up. Don't take that one for fact. That looks like a lizard. See them? Like, I don't know. Like, it just looked like one when I looked at it. Like, that's this long nosed lizard. Probably isn't. It was probably just me looking at so many rocks and seeing images in it. Like, I'd have to really look at it and analyze it before I have it. Oh yeah, look, and there's a lizard. Like that. That's something. Like that's some tissue there. Almost looked trying to think what that'd be. Might be muscle. Actually, let me go back. Sorry, I don't usually do this. Yeah, that's muscle. It's gotta be muscle. It's like long and tubular. I can only imagine it going all the way up and running up to the skull. Like that's probably where right here in the neck. Just poured concrete. They just poured concrete in forms and said they cut it out. Can you get the deception? Welcome to the Great Deception, everybody. Thanks for playing. That's just concrete. They just poured concrete out of brain matter. Look at that. That's beautiful, though. That's beautiful. What's it cut out of? Poor guy. Poor Nephilim. Now you won't see, like, they're trying to deface the face of the giant. They don't want people to see it. So they have to dig into it like this, and they gotta do this. And then they make a big production of it and make it something else. And then they tell you one thing and lie to you about the other, and then they lie to you about everything. Like this, that's just a chest, isn't it? They're just excavating, like that's all body here, up on top. Like that's something, that's not pre-flood technology either. Pre-flood technology, my ass. You're building this on top of a giant. This is a fucking giant. Don't tell me this is pre-flood. I don't really want to just be watching this guy's video. Oh, look at that. I've been seeing that everywhere. That's totally nerve. And it's man-made. Probably cut that out of there. Okay. This is interesting. That reminds me of like bone, like spinal cord. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Look at all this blood. This is so much good footage of giant. This is the bottom of this is totally, that's all blood. This was cut away. Like, I wish I was down there. This is probably where the nerve came down. This might be. It just kind of had that feel. It might be something else. It might be like a shoulder blade or something. But that looks like blood. That's broken bone. This is all bone. It's all bone. That's something. Oh, that might be the vein. Vein and artery type thing. Or his vein. The arteries explode, but the veins keep their. Look at that. I'm trying to remember this. This is all new to me. I've been looking at rocks out in the garden. Yeah, wait, film's coming. Like those drill holes. Like I'm just concrete. They got ya. Like this is now back in here. I want to see more of this. I mean, this is more what I was after, not so much the concrete for. Hey, precision cut these. You guys have we're talking about the splitting of the seam. Come on in there. It's like he peeks in, like he's see the seam, the cut, the crack. They're talking about how the body is seamed and the seam splits, like, but then again, this might be also neurons or something. Like, this is all crystal. Like, I think that's, honestly, I think brain matter is why your phone's so smart. The computer, yeah, like, it's made out of this stuff. Look at that. What is that? That's something special there that we just saw. We just got a glimpse into something. Like, from a different point of view, with me and you guys in this community already. I mean, see videos years and years ago, but this kind of resonated with me. This is kind of cool. I'm gonna run with this for a little bit, see where it goes. Like, it's too much evidence. I haven't seen I haven't seen anything really dispute the evidence. Like, when I look at it, I'm like, wow, that's this. And then I look at that. Oh, that's a suture of a skull. Okay, I was like, I thought this was like an aerial shot or something. Okay, sorry, I wasn't. I like, oh, look at that suture. But that's kind of what we're gonna be looking for in the, yeah, whatever. You guys had a skull to put out there, showmanship, whatever. What did they do? Toss it out there? Does it say "Made in China" on the bottom? Come on now. This is all a show. What he put on was a production. I don't know what they're talking about there. That's a production. Look at that. You believe that shit? Like, look at this stuff. Look at this flash into the camera. Talk about freaking fakery. Like, I wouldn't have rewound it if it wasn't for this shit. Like, look at this. Yeah, whatever. Staged. Sorry, I'm not a pessimist or anything, but I don't know. This is looking a little too convenient. Like, look at how the bones, like how they're sitting. They're sitting on. There's not really many half-buried femurs like that. It looks like it's kind of more stamped into the ground. Little things like that. Buy it. I think this is a show. This is a stage. This guy's not telling the truth. This femboy, whatever. Like, look at that. Look at those little cute little. Sorry, you did a good job. But I'm thinking you're part of the deception. Like, just watching this without sound and more skull stuff. I might be. I don't. This guy, something about him that vibes with me kind of weird. Really? It's all about the skulls in Peru. Makes sense? It's all about the skulls down there. Like, this is it. That's the head. We're looking for a big head. Let's go see if we can't find this thing. Like, if it was that big, like, let's just go. Let's have some fun. Yeah, whatever. I'm done with you. Thanks for the trip. Hey, I'm down there and sideways now. Let's go to. Let's go ahead and be an idiot. I'm not an idiot. I'm not an idiot. Maps is what I was after. So let's see how easy this is. So Peru. Already I'm seeing some suspects. Let's see here. Which one's Peru again? Venezuela, Colombia, Ecuador. Alright, okay, it is. So I don't know for sure. We don't know where that site was at. I'm okay with that. We kind of saw a map. But let's see if we can't guesstimate. Let's use the evidence. Let's see if we can't find that thing just by looking at the land. I mean, sorry, let's see here. How long has this video been? 30 minutes? Today's been a good day. This is suspect here. I like this mountain range. Right here. Zoom in a little bit. Oop, that's, get off there. Thank you. Alright, let's zoom in here. Something kind of special here, like this mountain range. I don't really see. It comes at the top of the mountain range. Maybe this is a shoulder. But what we're looking for is like a skull digging facility, if that's what this is. Because I wasn't for sure on where that was. Maybe I'll have to pause this and look it up. But I don't want to. Like, if I paid more attention, I probably would have known where it was at. I was more too busy looking at the surroundings. This waviness. Something's telling me I'm zoomed in too close. These circles kind of give me some. Actually, this is actually turning into something. I gotta stop and pause it. Something big's here. I'm just too close to it, I think. It kind of has this. Check this out. Like, sometimes just change the orientation. Let's see here. Alright. No, I'm in the right place. Chile. Maybe we might see something going this way. Like that blackness right there kind of keys me in. Like that catches my eye. Now we wait for loading. Oh, lakes. Good, because we're kind of looking for a valley. Look how black this is. I think we're close. I think this might be it. If not, we found something cool. Like just the black fuel. Look at the red over here. It almost looks like it has this quarry feel to it. A lot of times I get these maps all flipped around too when I pull out. I don't even know which direction I'm facing. Like, I'm just looking for... It's always good to change your perspective, and then you might see stuff. Like, are you starting to see it here? Starting to see these ridges? This mountain? Something's like the formation. This tailbone right here. And I'm starting to see something. This hips. Like a cross section of hips. I'm going the wrong direction. Like it wasn't, but you kind of see ribs, maybe? Ribs through here? Tailbone's gonna be somewhere way down here. This is arms. This looks like an arm. It looks like no shit a giant. Or maybe this is femur? Hip? What's up with this? Maybe more, maybe it might not be a human. Like maybe this, like, you can see it keeps continuing up here, and then we're going to kind of see, maybe this is a dragon. Like, it's quite interesting. I don't know what I just found here. I just stumbled onto something. It looks like just see how these lines and this tail, this is a tail. This is big. I think I stumbled on something I think it's a dragon. Like long tail. Like, let's see here. Like this. Oh, you see it over here? Down here? Looks like the tip. Like something here is going on. But I think it ends around the 43 there. I don't know for sure what this is. It looks like a volcano. Might be. You never know. This is all sorts of volcanic. Which kind of makes sense if everything's decomposing. It looks like Looks like that one's actually from this range here. This over here, not the tail to this. This might be just the tail. But I'm looking at all this, and here kind of has the same feel over in this area. Like this. It's almost like a flow of blood next to whatever this is. Ooh, what if we're looking at this wrong? What if this isn't bone? What if this isn't bone? Well, this seems like bone. Just the general shape, like backbone. That's what kind of throws me off. It almost reminds me of the back of a lizard. Wonder what I'd put in the search bar up here. Well, what are, do I put in megalith? Or do I just look for markings such as these? This is a mountain. I've seen some of those underwater, just like that. And this is just all blood soaked, it feels like. We're deep inside of something here. Like, I really think I'm too close to it. Like, I really think there's something. Maybe that's why. It's actually bigger than I thought it was. I think it's bigger. Because, oh, and I was all the way down in Bolivia looking at this shit. I think I did that earlier. But something caught my attention over there too. Well, you kind of see it down over here where I caught my attention. It comes up here, and then it goes here. My apologies, I didn't realize it was that far off of. But it almost. All right. Well, in the end, what do we discover here? I mean, so here's Peru. Maybe it's because I'm so tired right now. Should be going to bed. For some reason, if I think it's going to be brain, it's going to be that big, that much brain. It should be somewhere over in this area, wouldn't you think? This valley. It should be in a valley. I think I'm too close. I really do. I think it's a lot bigger. Almost looks like a face here, but not quite. Let's do this. This, though, turn it around, zoom in. So, I mean, sometimes it is what it is. Maybe, like how everything flattens down. Maybe this is where it is. This looks like a face here. Now, they were showing big skulls, too. Like, I don't know. The shape on this way, this is really weird. Because when you look at this, like, it kind of reminds me of those big skull with the nose, like, and then here's the neck. Like, it's almost like they're trying to show us something. Like, maybe Ecuador, like, is just kind of a hiccup. Maybe it wasn't supposed to be like that, but it is now. Just to kind of, like, not give you the whole picture. But here's the nose. Oh, Montana. That makes a good idea. But I'm not convinced. I'm never convinced that that's it. Like, but this mountain range has some fun. I like this one going through Ecuador and landing in here. maybe that there is. It almost looks like there's two. Or maybe it's one whole thing. Like there's two skeletons, two backbones here. Landing in the same spot. Right in here. Like, is this where... Don't be too confident, David. We failed on the last one. Now I'm curious to where that city was at. Hold on one second. I'm gonna figure it out. Like I've done all the looking I want to do. Actually, this was kind of fun. I just decided I would put up the ancient monuments in Peru and check things out, because where the one that it was is actually down here by Machu Picchu, which is near like the top, like, okay, which one was it? Was it this one? Oh, come on. No, it's more what do you... Oh, that's the circle one. Okay. Why are you being so slow? Did I lock up my maps again? Seriously. Bah, what a fail. Whatever. So anyways, I wish I could take off the search this area sign, because I've already searched this area. It's right here. Machu Picchu, but I'm looking at these, where these things were built now. Now you're looking at this, if this is skeleton here, maybe I was wrong about brain, maybe heart, but I mean, it's always possible, because right here, this is where it's at, that place we were at. Well, and plus there's multiple giants, so maybe I'm not noticing the one that they're actually, maybe I was too far. Like, this is where complex known first wall and ruins of the ancient temple and stuff. Look at this. Like, maybe it's a star fort. Like, you know, that was one of the ideas that came about. Let's see here. No, I don't see any star fort there. The dog, the coyote or whatever shape. So this one's known for its walls. Right here. Kind of has that jetting feeling, but it doesn't feel star fort. Like, look at that. Like, I don't know. Is that the Chorus Planetarium? Go figure. Makes sense to me. Wait a minute, here we go. It might be. See how the orientation of this. This is something to look into. Maybe oh, there it is. Like, it might be more. I might be thinking of what that room might be, just a little too small too. It might be just a vertebrae. And that's the spinal column. It might be just one vertebrae. Like, it's all in this area. You see this shape? It's all in one area. Archaeological park. Ruins there. You see how that looks almost like a skull. That looks like an eye hole almost. Round terrace. Might be an ear hole or something. Some creature. Like, this also might not be human. I might be looking at it all wrong. Might be a dragon or something too. I don't know. That's where it was. That's where all the study was going. Make your own conclusion. I'm looking. I'm reaching for straws right now, seeing if I can't find something right away and take you guys along on the path with me. but I'm not seeing it right away. Maybe I'll see it later, make another video. But I'm not gonna mess. Whoa! Oh, look at it. You see it now? All the way. I see it now. Never mind. I was gonna go an outro, like, share, subscribe, whatever type thing. But now I see it. Now I see the length. And you see these waves? Something going on here. We're not stopping yet. Something's going on here. I think this curve here, this hook, is more dramatic. Lung? Heart, maybe, right here? But this curve, this dramatic curve, is because they fake curve the world. I don't think that's real like that is. This looks almost like a... This is definitely an opening. This might be the top of the spine. This might be going down. This almost looks like scoliosis. This looks like some sort of opening, like maybe a lung. I mean, if this is a lizard, this is the tail right here, and this is the lizard. And this is the head. There's the feet right here. This is like, almost looks like a gecko shape. Like this might be a leg. But this, like, you can kind of see, like, in the green, there's something going on too. Like there's, see the outlines out here. Like this would be the backbone going down in both sides. One's green, one's desert, and this is the head. This is literally the head. Right where we said, I had a theory, this is the head. And then we go, and it looks like a lizard back all the way across here. And it leads all the way down to this area where Machu Picchu is. And I thought it was going to be in the head of a giant. And a giant lizard. That works for me. If that's what it is, you see this big old cross section. Like, damn. Took care of it. There it is. X marks the spot. But, ish. This is the head. They mined brain tissue out and made concrete out of it. And made you guys all confused on how they chiseled so well. But I think that's exactly what this is. I think it's the lizard. I mean, look at it. I'm pretty sure some of the people are going to build up on this one. This is pretty cool. But I thought it was going to be head, and there it is. Like, share, subscribe, whatever. Check out Mud's Fossil University and a few others. Age of Disclosure. Yeah, they've been all over this. Anyways, peace. I'm out. Have a blessed... whatever, like... this blessed end times. Here it comes. Let's have fun. I mean, God is great. Have a great time. Enjoy, blessed be all, whatever. Like, I can't even think of what to say. I used to not... come to me with this 10 years ago, I'd have tried to disprove you. Now I'm looking at this going, I bet you it's like this. And then I go and look, and there it is. And I can't doubt it. Like, if I think this and I go and do it, I know it's going to be the head. And I ended up in the wrong country on accident and looking at other giants, I think. But this is the lizard's head. Like, it's totally brain tissue and probably an eyeball over here. Wait, where was that one at? It's over back here. Like, that would have been... Hell, what would have been a circle back there? Hey, who knows? Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Sorry it's sitting through so long, but this is interesting to me. If you sat through this whole thing and watched it, and I hope it resonated with you. Have a great... Bye.